Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 top clean energy stocks. These have excellent momentum characteristics and they have also, some of them have good growth characteristics, and the clean energy space has been a very strong performing sector this year, and also the current regulation regarding clean energy in many countries of the world is getting tougher. So I think this is very supportive for these stocks, and so I think it makes definitely sense to have a look at clean energy stocks at the moment. So before I start right off with the first stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. Okay, everybody, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first clean energy stock, and it is, as you can see, SPWR, SunPower. Here you can see the longer term chart of SunPower, and as you can see, here we came back in SunPower from, let's say, around 2014. We had a strong downtrend in SunPower, then we had a bottom building phase, and this year after the March low, we could reverse in SunPower, trade to the upside and form a nice new uptrend in SunPower. The short-term chart here, you see a nice strong uptrend. You can see as well we bounced off the 30-day moving average in SunPower here, and we bounced again off the 30-day, and now we are at around the 20-day, and it looks like we could bounce again from 20-day or the 30-day moving average and trade to the upside strongly. SunPower's growth characteristics: the EPS growth is not the strongest, it's minus 212%. And the sales growth is also not the strongest, it's minus 31%. But the relative strength rating is very strong with 97. And it's a hot sector, the semiconductor clean energy space. So I think it's definitely a top clean energy stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for SunPower. Let's have a look at the next top clean energy stock, and it is Deku New Energy. Here you can see the longer term chart of Deku New Energy, and as you can see, since around June last year, could form a nice new uptrend in Deku New Energy, and recently we have accelerated in Deku and traded strongly to the upside. This you can see in the short-term chart. We have here the nice uptrend, and here we accelerated, and now we are here. We traded to the high, made new highs, and now we are consolidating in Deku base building, and it would be a very strong sign if we could break out in Deku above the, say, 48-ish area. If we can make new highs, trade to new high grounds from this area. So this would be a very bullish sign for Deku. Deku's growth characteristics: the EPS growth is not the strongest, it's minus 113%, but the sales growth is very strong with 76%, and the relative strength rating is also very good with 97, and it's in a hot sector in the semiconductors clean energy space. So I think Deku is definitely a top clean energy stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Deku. Let's have a look at the next top clean energy stock, and it is IUN, Sunrun. Here you can see the longer term chart of Sunrun, and as you can see, here we have been moving sideways for quite some time in Sunrun. And this year we had a breakdown in Sunrun together with the corona pandemic. We made a low in March, could reverse and trade strongly to the upside in Sunrun and form a nice strong new uptrend. The short-term chart, you see here a nice strong uptrend, and recently we trended up, and then we made a high on October 7 in Sunrun, and since then we have been consolidating and base building in Sunrun. So now we trade near the lows of the base, so I think it's an attractive point for Sunrun, for a position in Sunrun at the moment. Sunrun's growth characteristics, the EPS growth is excellent with 510%. The sales growth is also strong with it is not that strong with -7%, but the relative strength rating is very strong with 97. So I think Sunrun is also a top semiconductor clean energy stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Sunrun. Let's have a look at the next top clean energy stock, and it is NOVA, Sunrun Energy. Here you can see the longer term chart of Sunrun Energy, and as you can see, it's quite a young company. It had its IPO in July 19, so it's just a little bit older than 1 year, or let's say it has been an IPO or it had its IPO just about 1 year ago. So it's still early in its stock run. I say that because the youngest companies which had their IPOs in the previous 10 years, they have the strongest potential for high performances going forward. So it definitely makes sense to have a look at the IPO stocks, especially when they form after their IPOs, when they form nice strong uptrends and have good fundamental characteristics. These are excellent candidates for very strong price increases going forward. So Sunnova's IPO was in July 2019. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here, and it could break out, trade to the upside. But then this year came the Corona pandemic, and it broke down strongly together with the overall market. It made its low in March, and then subsequently it could reverse from the lows, trade to the upside, and trade into new high ground and form a nice uptrend in Sunrun. Here in the short-term chart, you see a nice uptrend here in Sunrun. Also, you can see here we have been building a base, but we could break out from a high handle and break out from that high handle as well. Sunrun's growth characteristics, the EPS growth is not the strongest. It's -21%. And the sales growth is very strong with 30%. And the relative strength rating is also very strong with 96. So I think it's also a top semiconductors clean energy stock, and I think it's definitely a good candidate for the clean energy space. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Sunrun. Now we come to the last top clean energy stock for today, and it is LAC, Lithium Americas. Here you can see the longer term chart of Lithium Americas, and as you can see from here, we traded to the upside strongly. We had a strong momentum move in lithium, and after that, we faded. We could not continue the uptrend, and we corrected, had a long-term correction, a long-term downtrend in lithium, and recently we had here a sideways move. This year with the Corona pandemic, we also traded strongly down in Lithium Americas, but we could reverse trade to the upside and form a nice new strong uptrend in Lithium Americas. The short-term chart here, you see a nice uptrend. Here we accelerated to the upside strongly. Maybe it looks like it was too much, so we made a high on October 5th, and since then we have been consolidating. And now we are trading here near the lows of that consolidation phase in Lithium Americas. So lithium's growth characteristics, the EPS growth is not the strongest, it's -62%, but the relative strength rating is very strong with 96, and it's in a hot sector in the metal and mining's clean energy sector. So I think it's definitely a top clean energy stock. Okay, everybody, so these were the top clean energy stocks for today. This was part 2 of the series. If you missed part 1 of the top clean energy stocks, please have a look at my channel. So I released part 1 as well. And please now do subscribe to my channel, so going forward that you do not miss any good stock videos. I make many stock videos about the best disruptive stocks, the best momentum stocks, the best software stocks, and so on. So please subscribe now. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. This would help me very much. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon in the future. Thanks. Cheers.